What is up, YouTube people? So this next video that I have is kind of going along with painting the car. A lot of you know that the Miata has rock guard or stone chip guard, whatever stuff on the whole lower section of the body line of the car. You know, it goes from here down, and it's across the front fender, door, rocker, panel, and across the lower section of the quarter panel, which this little area here, all the way across down there. So I didn't like the way that looked because it looks like, it's a lot of orange peel looking, and I didn't like it. It looks trashy. But when I had painted the car previously at home, and I removed the chip guard, the rocks actually chipped it a lot worse than I had anticipated. So the stone guard is actually going back on, and the cat's gonna help me. So I went and bought 2 cans of it at work, which I think 1 can will actually do just fine. So, but I'm gonna put a lot down on the rockers and a little section in front of the rockers where it kind of curves back into the bulkhead that goes behind the fender, where a lot of the water traps. Try to use this stuff to kind of hold back some of the moisture. There it is, right there. Can't see, but yeah. It is a 3M product. It is, the number is 889, and it is rocker panel coating gray. I'm sure you can get, different colors, but you can paint over this stuff, so it's not going to matter if it's gray or not. So I bought enough paint that it should cover up pretty good. It is $29 a can from work, but I buy it through work so we get a business discount, and we pay taxes on all of our stuff once a month, so I have to make sure I tell the ladies up front in the office to add tax to it, so that way the boss doesn't pay tax for me, because he doesn't like that shit. I wouldn't either, but anyway. It says on the back of the instruction, or on the back of the can here where the instructions are, it says preparation. You need to prime all bare surfaces with urethane or epoxy primer. Don't forget that. 2K only, not shit from a can. That's not 2K, which Eastwood makes 2K primer in a can, which it is some good shit. So, and then after you sand the primer using 320 grit to 500 grit, I mean anywhere in between there. I use 320 because that's the highest or thinnest I have, or smallest grit I have, whatever. And then you apply surface. It says only apply to surfaces primed with 2K urethane or 2K epoxy primer, clean, sanded, painted. Acid edge primers should never be in direct contact with the coating. Remember, when you use any kind of shit on a car, read the instructions. They don't put, millions of dollars in R&D to just put this shit in a can and say, okay, have free will at it. You have to do it exactly how they want you to, or else it's not going to turn out properly. So, we are going to, or I've already sanded the rocker section on the car with 320, so I'm going to go over it with some wax and grease remover and then some alcohol, let it dry, and then I'm going to go to the store and get some more supplies because it's never-ending car stuff here at the house. I have nothing but projects to do to all 4 of our vehicles, so yeah, I'm always busy. If it's not the Miata, it's something else. So anyway, it'll be quite a long time before I get to any other welding projects, because I gotta get the Miata painted and put it back together so that way I can take the wife on a ride before she gets hella pregnant and can't get in or out of the Miata. And then at that point it would be very scary to drive the Miata anyway. So yeah. So remember, key part: follow the instructions. So I don't put this shit on there just for looks, I guess. So we will spray that, and I will actually add this to the video, not like the door panel fixing video where I forgot to get some video of the welding. So just have to finish that. Okay, peace. Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're back here with another episode. Like I said, this one is about the stone chip guard. So I guess the Miatas had this textured stuff that went below the body line on the car itself and not the bumpers. But as you can see, oops, farted. I bought 2 cans of it, like I said in the first section of this video. I used 1 whole can just on the side of the car, and it looks like it's, pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's already nice and hard, so you can see the texture. Some pretty good stuff. I just went along the top of the body line there, and I went all the way down to the pinch weld that runs all the way across the bottom, and I also did it up here in front of the rocker area where the fender covers this little section right here. You can kind of see the line there. So this little section here is not visible with the fender on, and I know I promised to actually put some footage of this being sprayed on, but I got a little overwhelmed with myself and forgot to do that. So yeah, like you can see, it's got a lot of texture to it. I'll drop a couple pictures of it here in a second, but yeah, it's not too bad. It does actually get everywhere, so you have to. I had the whole side of the car actually newspapered off. Oh, and I also sprayed it on the inside of the wheel arches, but not all the way out to the edge, just on the flat spot on the inside, as you can see, just to kind of help with the paint from getting chipped away. I know that actual part was not applied to the factory, and yeah, like I said, it's not too bad stuff. It's very expensive. It's $30 a can. It is rocker panel coating. It says gray, but it's actually tan or whatever. It doesn't look gray. It looks tan. So yeah, it's some good stuff, I guess. So we'll see how it pans out. You see here how I taped it off. You can see my tape lines. You don't want to go all the way up to this edge here because that is where the door seal sits, and you don't want a textured area up here where the seal is because it could let water or air noise come through. So that's whatever. But like I said, I sprayed it all up in here to kind of help keep the moisture and stuff off of it. Sprayed it all the way back there. So now technically the car is ready for paint. So here in the next couple weekends I'll have to get it over to the body shop and paint it. So anyway, okay, so stay tuned for that. There will be actual footage of me spraying the paint on the car because I obviously haven't done any actual footage of that, so I'll do a little setup video and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, hit me up on social medias, mainly the Instagrams, because that's where this page is kind of linked to. Where I got a bunch of parts for the engine. We're gonna reseal the front end and the top end, paint the valve cover, and cut it. Well, maybe cut it. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to cut it or not. But anyway, yeah. So everybody knows how to do the front end maintenance on the Miata. So I won't do videos on that. I'll just show kind of picture updates and little small video updates or whatever. But anyway, it's getting kind of warm and kind of cold at the same time here in Missouri, so I'm not really too anxious to drive it quite yet, but I'm getting there. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll see you guys. Peace out.